give OG a good match at the very least.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, here on the main stage, I believe we've only had 2-0s so far, if I'm not mistaken, right? I don't think a single series has gone 3 games. I think in this series, that is definitely a possibility. That would go the distance. You know, like you can have really good days, you can have bad days. The days you want to peak is on the main stage. And I think something that's really good for Gaimin Gladiators in general is that, oh, hang on.
Nice cookie. He's going to close the gap here for Yuragi to right-click Tofu. Pops that Fairy Fire, but the Jingu is up, and First Blood goes to Yuragi. Gets a little bit of HP back thanks to the Boundless Strike Jingu combo.
If they kill MR again, they actually stifle his game
run
a lot
into
here.
Taiga instead. They won't be as happy with this potential trade. And Taiga will be the sacrifice for OG, which again, they're going to be relatively happy. Although he did TP there. He was the one that TP'd, so
he did, but it's a
long walk.
It's a much smaller prize to claim. And in the meantime,
lane cookie. So much setup for this Sunstrike, and Yuragi still ends up with the kill himself. Well, the smoke gank didn't end up resulting in a kill, at least not yet, although Yuragi is hunting. Celery inside the tree line here. There's the vision. Celery is mega dead. But again, just the support for Gaimin. Don't know if the Blink Dagger... What are they waiting for something specific? Are they waiting for the Global Silence to come back?
Here, and this goes very, very fast, actually. OG.
Yeah, they have to be careful. The Mortimer Kisses are online. If OG have an idea this is happening, the Sunstrike is going to reveal a little bit. But Avatos back into the pit. Amar just dead. Just like that as the Mortimer's Kiss is coming out into Doraccio, but the Global Silence counter that the panel talked about. Yeah, and the zoning Requiem as Boom secures the Aegis for himself.
This aggressive move from OG could actually fail horribly. They don't know that they're visible under the ward.
And the toss, Requiem to follow. Yuragi is mega dead, and here comes Ace with the Fiend's Gate. Misha's going to be the second kill, so nice pickups for Gaimin.
Even just the extra little bit of fear is actually very helpful.
Why are you laughing? Isn't that the best part of that? It's so good.
I mean, it's half a second, right?
He gets initiated on by Amar, who pops his newly picked up BKB, continuing to bash away as the Wraith Pact is placed. The Global Silence is not really going to dissuade OG from continuing any further. And Taiga, he's going to get the backup of the rest of his team now. Now the focus is entirely on Ace, and the Mortimer's Kisses are going to be enough. Double kill for BZM off the back foot of this. 3 dead for Gaimin as they are punished severely for entering OG's jungle.
For SF and the Tiny to deliver. Yeah. Gonna see this is a really, really important moment. OG had the vision in the pit there. The Naga illusion as well as a Forge Spirit. Roche are pushing out mid lane with raises.
Yep, as Roche is already approaching the half HP mark. Let's see if Gaimin can try to contest this, because this could be a turning point for them in this game, no doubt about it. They're going to run right into Misha. As Roche is abandoned temporarily, but Ace is caught out. Yuragi gets off his ultimate, but he's taking heavy damage, has to pop the BKB, and now everybody tries to reset as the Global Silence comes in. Kind of resets his fight to a degree as Boom gets the Avatos onto Misha. It's going to be close on this kill. Finally finds it. That's just the first death in this engagement. As you can see, Amar going to town on the BKB SF through the song. And he's going to find that kill relatively easily, but he's going to be traded as a double kill for Celery of all heroes. But it turns into a 3 for 2. BZM has to ghost walk away. Yuragi's still fine and healthy, as the rest of Gaimin might have to reset a bit as 2 cores have died. And really the trade is for 2 supports as BZM nets the double kill thanks to that Sunstrike. Very important.
Imagine that.
Yeah, they're starting to poke Roche a bit.
There is Song of the Siren. This is not safe.
Yeah. No Mortimer's Kisses at the moment, though. Here comes the Tornado. It's going to clip Doraccio, and of course they have the spam of the illusions to give the vision here, as Roche just continually taking these tickles time and time again. Smoke out from OG. Requiem trying to buy some time to be able to take the second Roach, and they get it. Doraccio with the Aegis and the Shard.
Did he just last him with Sunstrike?
Looks like they actually want to try to fight this. Is OG able to get the beautiful Meteor onto several heroes, but Tofu and company able to maneuver onto the other side of the pit. They haven't lost anybody here, despite not having the Roche goodies. Are A-okay with this trade?
All right, it's forcing time.
Indeed.
Here we go.
Less than a minute left on the Aegis, so see how OG want to try to approach this.
Do they have any offensive force stuff?
Balance strike, and look at the damage! The Aegis is just gone like that. Now the Wukong's command into the Meteor, and Doraccio dies a second time in the blink of an eye. Ace has to BKB Fiend's Gate away, and the rest of Gaimin have to ditch. Celery doesn't have that opportunity, and it looks like Tofu's TP gets canceled as well, so 3 dead as OG just on another level here. Man,
clean.
So hard to play against that. That's tree volley coming in. Boom. Oh, okay. Some damage gets the Avatos back into the pit. And they're going to get some form of revenge.
OG do get a very clean setup once again, but maybe they're going to just try to defend it the aggressive way. They're pushing top, and
he's initiated on. The sheep stick is there, and he is deleted. Forge Spirits won't be able to finish it off, although boom, he's going to get ensnared, and you can see Gaimin have already TP'd a couple heroes, so they don't have that many in numbers. Boundless Strike connects as well. Dyrachyo has to Requiem to try to zone away the rest of OG, but there's the sheep stick and the meteor with the Mortimer's Kiss. There's so much fire destroying the Stone Man. As BZM able to get his BKB off, but you can see the song being used, and now they're just going to focus down the BKB targets for the time being. So 2 dead in favor of OG. With the Wukong's command, Boundless Strike onto 2, and Gaimin are getting destroyed.
Oh, so clean. What an insane fight from OG. Everything landing perfectly. Man, great spellcasting synergy. The way they set up that kill on Tiny and take advantage of him not having BKB is just so clean, right? And snare into the scatter blast damage so he can blink, into the follow-up from the Monkey King. Just so clean.
Minimum 2 lanes, if not more. And again, when Shadow Fiend's back, he's going to have half the soul, so won't be as powerful as he could be. Scotty now picked up by Yuragi. That's 2 lanes. And now trying to go for the Megas. Boom. He's going to get initiated on mid-tree volley, and look how fast he dies again. Scatter Blast finishes him off. He does have buyback this time, though. But at this point, it's going to be Mega Creeps. As Gaimin, they're just getting zoned out by BZM, who has a delicious meatball surprise with that refresher. And the global silence is there.
Dyrachyo can't play. Like, he's literally just
He just dies on the outskirts, as the rest of Gaimin are stuck in their freaking fountain right now. Good lord. OG, I think it's just the range racks on the top to be able to get those Mega Creeps as Yuragi pops the BKB. Boom, with a pretty good tree volley, but it's not enough damage at this stage of the game. As they're going to be able to finish off, and that's a dieback for Mr. Boom himself. And it looks like game 1 as GG's come out, go to OG in extremely convincing fashion. And I know we came in thinking OG would be the favorites coming in, and they're showing why here. Game 2 of this lower bracket matchup between Gaimin Gladiators and OG. OG with a 1-0 advantage so far.
Yeah, after defusal, I don't know, is BKB enough?
Celery. Yep. That's going to be first blood for Amar. And Dyrachyo has to be careful. He's going to pop the rage, though.
Looks like Amar has no idea.
There's the initiation. He has to stand his ground with the Nether Toxin and the right clicks. It's actually
trade him
he's
away,
just going to rot away inside. So it's a 1-for-1, and now Celery with the rotation of BZM will be taken out. So it looked like it was going to be a clean pickoff for Gaimin Gladiators, not to be, and it might be even more as Boom has to expend a lot of mana, but Taiga, not quite level 6 yet.
Maybe not, actually.
He's catching up. Shield crash, and he's going to get locked down into Oblivion, so another kill for OG.
This is an item combination you very rarely see, Wraith plus Null. Uh-oh. Good steal there from Boom, though. He got some of it.
Indeed. He's going to take an ice pack.
Oh, no.
Will take down eventually, though, to Misha. And now Celery looks to be next, potentially. Not even needing the rolling thunder.
God.
Man, Gaimin just, they're getting punished every single angle of the map right now.
That is a kill I would have never expected there. Died from the last tick of Dual Breath. It was the very last second, so also close call.
Yuragi, the global silence, the Infest out, and they do claim themselves the Faceless Void. And it's hard not to look at the scoreline because it's a 3K lead for OG, but Taiga, he's going to be the next to fall, it looks like.
Okay.
So Gaimin able to get some important kills here.
But until that point, I think Storm has his number. And they could even kill him with an Infest Bomb, I think, without Global. As long as they have that Witchblade. Should be enough. Taiga is going to find Celery.
Indeed, inside the cogs. Ace is here to watch for the time being, but Dyrachyo pops the rage, and now the focus is on Taiga. Gets off the hook shot. And look at that range from Amar. They end up getting the support kill in the end as BZM gets off. Oh, doesn't want to go for the Rolling Thunder quite, but the Electric Vortex comes in. But you have to be careful to that Storm Spirit. The Infest into Ace with the trample. Not enough to finish off Taiga in the end as the Uproar procs. The cogs being used as a wall to be able to maneuver with this Rolling Thunder. That's going to be the death of Ace, and now the Chronosphere on his teammates, but the more important is on the Lifestealer, and Dyrachyo will fall as a result. Not the prettiest of plays, but OG still get it done.
Wait for Chrono as well, worth keeping in mind. They didn't have that for that either, so probably even less eager to get anything done. But now that it is online and he has Maelstrom, perhaps OG are considering a move.
Radiant are scanning.
Hearing about the Infest Bomb ready to come, but the action's going to start onto Celer, who's just dead right off the bat. The Global Silence comes, though. Rolling Thunder already activated as Dyrachyo able to claim himself the first kill. They're going to find another on top as Amar falls. The buyback was used on the Celery. As you can see, the BKB already activated from Ace. And Taiga at the root keeps him in place, and Celery's buyback ends up being worth it. So double kill for Boom as Gaimin taking a big fight for themselves, although BZM able to claim Tofu.
I mean, maybe it's just kept. I mean, they get region, right?
Yeah, of course, just a little bit. I'm sure it's really helped out a lot as Smoke.
Does break here. Uragi
don't know what direction. It is daytime.
Oh, guesses are wrong.
On the wrong side. Tofu. You have the zip coming in from Boom. Electric Vortex is there. And he's going to easily be taken out. So a big pickoff for GG.
Close to a time walk, but not quite. But that was global expended in half of Storm's mana pool. So maybe OG will look for something here.
Yep, they're going to start out onto Ace. Already at half HP. Pops that BKB. Viper Strike as well, attempting to TP out.
Not enough.
Will be fine. But Celery, not so much. Again, the sacrifice, I think Gaimin is A-okay with that. Contest, but this Roche is going down.
It seems like the purpose of this from Gaimin Gladiators is to bait a fight. I think they know that they're not going to get it in time.
Yeah, they back out for now. So that's already used as the hook shot comes in, will connect, but there's the Global Silence into the Pulverize, so it looks like Taiga will be the first to fall. Gets off the cogs, oh no, BZM stuck inside the cliff essentially. Again, after the shield crack, finally finds his way to the high ground, and Celery will be the first kill on the side of OG, but the buyback now onto the Jakira, but there we see Uragi with the Chronosphere, all on the lifesteal, and he is dead. 50 seconds of no Dyrachyo. The cogs.
Yep, you need that for sure.
As I hear Fest.
Celery,
but here comes the initiation from Boom. Look at the burst damage. Global Silence is there for the Uragi. Pops the BKB and the Chronosphere. Trying to focus down Celery to start things out. They'll get him relatively easily. Now Dyrachyo gets destroyed. Misha gets credit for that, and Boom able to zip away.
Proving to be too strong.
Yeah, Uragi, he might use the Aegis here. Nope, time walks, he's fine. And now a lot of mana missing from Boom. BZM.
Are they actually
going that Rolling Thunder. Celery, he's going to be spotted and easily brought down from OG as Ace gets a force staff action. Now the zip in from Boom. This is going to be an Infest Bomb. They're going to try to focus down Uragi. They get him. That's life number one. But the Storm is already dead. You can see the Uproar Aghanim Scepter from Ace doing massive damage as he secures himself a double kill. But now all onto Dyrachyo. Gets bashed up, gets brought down, and it looks like Ace is next on the list. Pops the Uproar one more time. Oh, he actually gets a nice pulverize. Triple kill for him. And oh my god! Ultra kill, and then eventually brought down to Uragi's hand.
How the hell did he get an ultra out of that?
Man, I love that Aghanim Scepter.
Stefan Maiden. He's having such a hard game. He had the dieback earlier we talked about. He's just been dying every fight. 11 deaths here. And it's...
Oh, we got the zip in onto Amar. Dyrachyo. The BKB from Amar, he's going to try to walk away, and the rest of his team is here. The bash comes out of the swashbuckle, but now the Global Silence in retreat for Gaimin, but the Yule Scepter, Boom, out of mana, and brought down again. OG punishing everything that Gaimin is attempting here in this game number 2.
Amar's just so tanky. This is his standard Viper build. He tanks up Dragonlance Scotty. 3k health, 25 armor. Lifestealer doesn't have the damage.
Yeah, Dyrachyo, he's gonna be jetpacked on, and the bash comes out from BZM, gets off the open wounds, but it's not gonna matter. He is caught out. And 2 big kills for OG.
You've got Greaves on clock. Tango's got
Uragi, he gets initiated on.
Okay.
And he gets blown up from 100 to 0 instantly.
Like I said, they don't have the damage, Shannon. He was eyeing up the Shivas, but he changed it now to Refresher.
He gets hook shot, and the cogs back in, but the zip in. Oh, the instant bash onto Boom. He has to use these Yules just to keep himself alive. We'll have to zip away now, as even the Infest is used to actually disengage. Looks like Tofu's going to be the sacrifice, but that was an instant bash from the Swash.
I believe the math on getting a bash when you... Oh, hang on.
They're going to go back in, and you can see they're going to blow up Amar right off the bat. the buyback from the Silencer just to get the global silence off. And now the Pulverize coming through as well. Double kill for Dyrachyo as Yuragi wants to try to fight, at least trying to get the Crystal Maiden. He'll do so. He'll time walk back out. Not a whole lot of mana to speak of now onto the Lifestealer, but he's got that Ghoul Frenzy, Synderen, which is all he really needs. He gets hookshot though, so Taiga gives himself enough space to walk away.
None of them are on their supports, so maybe that's just not a possible play. Ace is showing himself.
Yeah, he was looking for something. He's going to get gone on again, though, and he's going to be bursted again. He does have buyback if he wants to expend it, but it looks like OG will likely just attempt to get back to base. So Gaimin.
So anything, anyone's game again.
Indeed. That's hookshot. Dyrachyo no more with the Aegis. He's going to get pushed back, but he gets the infest off in a creep, healing up a little bit, trying to get his HP back via right-clicking, but it's not going to happen. But the reinforcements have arrived as Boom able to get one, but Taiga buys back into the game. Ace pops to BKB, now focusing on Amar with that trample, doing quite a bit of damage. Now we'll have to just TP out, but he gets back. Whoa!
Oh,
okay.
It was on cooldown, I think, from
Shield crash.
I think you have to play tighter around the Void. And
Boom actually initiates onto BZM, but there's the Eon Disc proccing for him. Dyrachyo trying to re-engage, but he's going to get the infest off onto Boom. He's just getting bashed into Oblivion, into the Rolling Thunder. They take out the Storm Spirit. Beautiful coordination from OG as Ace kind of left all alone right now, but he's a big, juicy boy, so might not want to touch him here, Synderen. BZM gets off the bash. Ace has to use Refresher, and he gets bashed mid-TP. Oh, but gets off the Onslaught and into the Yules. I would assume this is going to be a kill eventually, but he gets out the Pulverize now. He's going to get this kill on the BZM, pops the Shard, and Ace just getting kited with the time dilation on top, and eventually the big bad beast is dead. And now they're attempting to go high ground. No Storm for 15 seconds. You can see Ace does have buyback, despite being dead for 50 right now. Hook shot, and Tofu, he is donezo.
no buyback on him.
Yeah, 90 seconds of no silencer. That is big. Now they're focusing down onto Celery. He does have buyback himself, but Amar and company really want to go deep. The Chronosphere completely whipped other than Amar, and that is going to likely be the death of him. We'll see if he gets the tips or not, but either way, technically speaking, Gaimin does defend, and now the zip from Boom, finding the Jakiro. Double kill for him now. The Ace is infested on, you can see Gaimin. If they can get the nice little cheeky kill on the BZM, that'll be a dieback.
Okay.
Zip, okay, that's the Aghanim Scepter, Electric Vortex onto the both supports, and they're both dead just like that. And now Pulverized, but the Eon Disc procs is BZM trying to find some distance. Dyrachyo and company trying to focus down Yuragi again. There's the onside, there's the first death.
Do they have more stuns?
We'll see. Spawns back in, Frostbite is dispelled instantly. Celery getting it, okay. Boom goes in with another big stun. The Yule's keeping BZM alive, but this might be the death of him. Gets off the shark, and the Swashbuckle, he's alive. But there's the onside again. Are you serious? BZM still lives. That would have been an enormous kill, just based on not having buyback anymore.
Double the duration of Pulverize. Or you make it Pierce BKB.
BZM gonna use his shard, but they're gonna try to focus down Amar. The open wounds is ripping him a new one, but there's the Chronosphere. Oh, he gets popped outside. Boom will live. Unbelievable. And we'll see if they're able to turn this around as Yuragi. Oh my God, he time walks everything off. But BZM is taking the brunt of the damage, uses the shield crash, trying to get back to his base, but the onslaught finally finishes off the Pangolier. Dyrachyo barely alive as the Uproar doing a good amount of damage, but Ace will finally fall. So technically a 1-for-1 exchange. Tofu able to TP out. Everything is so close. Oh, meanwhile Amar, he's dead. 115 seconds of no Viper. Big kill for Gaimin. So we'll take the top set of racks and then can waddle their way back down to bottom to get megas. But still so much time without these heroes. But here's the initiation. Global silence, but the instant BKB. But now the bash applied to Yuragi. Now trying to focus down Dyrachyo. He's going to have to time walk out, and instead they're going to lose Taiga. Does have buyback though.
Yeah.
That's 2 sets.
It feels like every team fight has some sort of detail that means everything.
Yeah, and it's always something very small, technically speaking, right?
Like one key backtrack, or one hero getting pushed a little, or one perfect force down.
All right, the initiation onto Yuragi. He's going to get pulverized. Is this enough? It
flash, not enough to keep Boom in place. Big rolling thunder from BZM as the Viper strike now to Dyrachyo. He's going to get chronoed as well, and he's going to be brought down. He also has buyback, though, but that's the bigger kill on Ace, who does not.
And he used Refresher, too, before he died, which I guess actually doesn't matter because he doesn't have buyback. Thank you, Shane. Locked down. You also have a 9-second BKB on Boom. He finally buys it and has buyback.
A very late game BKB.
He got it minute 53. Okay, Taiga.
Is that going to be the kill on the support? But there's a global silence. Boom comes in with a beautiful electric vortex onto 2. The support is already dead, and Amar extremely low on top. But he pops the cheese. Now he's taking the right clicks from Dyrachyo. But there's the Chronosphere with the macro pyre on top. Is it enough to take out Dyrachyo? It's going to be close. He gets silenced, so cannot rage, cannot use open wounds. But he dies and buys back. 3 dead for OG. No buybacks available, and that might do it. Gaimin will have a free path to this next Roche.
Yeah, they're going to get
free
Misha
path
too.
potentially for the game.
Misha doesn't have buyback either.
Indeed.
4 dead on the sidelines.
Misha is done.
If they've kept track of the buybacks, they don't do this. So Gaimin Gladiators don't actually know the game state here.
Quest completed.
Yep.
Maybe that's a bonus that Gaimin...
We promised you would bring you the...
Oh, we get to see Life Stealer Aghanim Scepter. Kuragi, he's going to get punished. The sheep stick is there. Please use Infest on top of him. For the love of God, no, we won't. But it's a full team wipe, and GG is called. What a game. I was not expecting them to come back, but that was it the second Roche? Or was it the one
they snuck? In this tournament, he's been playing Sand King a couple of times. This is not a traditional MR hero in the sense that it's not a lane dominator. It's not a hero that scales particularly well with farm compared to a lot of other picks he has.
Of them being affected by stuff like this kind of ended after the last major. Celery taking some heavy damage. There's the leap from Taiga. Another one. Right click to come. And he'll end up getting first blood as a result of it. As Taiga just continuing to roam on this Mirana.
I think damage mitigation, whenever you're playing against a lineup that has this much like one-shot burst, the Ghost Shift can really make a difference. They're going to find Uragi. No song skill.
Ghost
he is
done.
done.
Gets hit. Dyrachyo even priming his ult. Not even needing it though because the Static Storm is placed with the raises in addition. More than enough damage to take out Uragi. See if they go for this tier 1 tower, but OG, they've come.
They glimpse the second away!
The Blink Dagger comes out as well from Amar as Dyrachyo, he's getting very low, will drop inside the macro pyre. It's going to be a trade for the Jakiro though, as Taiga able to leap out, but still inside that kinetic field as they end up taking out BZM on the sideline here. And 4 dead overall in favor of Gaimin. They lose the Shadow Fiend, but still.
Clean house.
Oh, we have the gank here coming out from OG, and they're going to find themselves. Boom, gets off his ghost ship, but to no avail here. Be a little bit of a slow one, but we have the glimpse top lane, static link, and the roar expended. Looks like BZM is going to tick out here one way or the other. Amar able to TP top. We might find the trade on Tofu, but you can see Celery is in his flesh golem form. If that soul rip available, and Dyrachyo's come to play as well. You can see the tombstone dealing a huge amount of slow here.
Oh, nice from Amar there.
Find another kill in favor of Gaimin.
Well done. The only, actually. It has to be a short list. Hey, Immortal Faith, you have 14 minutes left. So you gotta start
quite
pushing
the time
it
where
here.
BZM would be a very big kill. Thunderstrike giving them some vision. Glimpse back into the Static Storm, attempting to TP out, but Boom is here, boat and all. They get the Aegis, they get a high value kill.
Honestly, the possibility that you can choose not to care there. There's a pretty big difference between OG's lineup in this game and the previous, in game 1 when they had the Monkey King.
The Moonlight Shadow coming out. Boat is coming though. Looks like Taiga's gonna be the recipient of that again, and 2 supports likely to fall right off the bat for OG. 5v3 advantage. Tofu, never mind. He's the support to fall for Gaimin now. Uragi's gonna be found out though. This will be a huge kill. Song ends up resetting for OG. We'll see how Gaimin can play this.
Might want to burn it top. Like, I think you really...
To get that tier 3?
Yeah, I think you take the risk here. Okay, maybe not mid.
Oh, the initiation on Ace. He's dead right off the bat. Does have the buyback. I'm not sure if he wants to expend it though. X into the torrent. There's the big Requiem to follow, but doesn't really connect on much. Taiga does go down to the right click, but that's still a support for your off lane. Epicenter from Amar. Sunstrike to follow. Trying to take out the support on the Disruptor. They're going to get the Undying first though. Static Storm not on a whole lot as Dyrachyo pops the BKB. Trying to stand his ground. He gets a double kill for himself now, but the BKB has run out. The song connects along with the Ice Path. That's life number 1. Torrent to try to slow this down, but Dyrachyo looks to be completely surrounded, and he's going to be brought down by OG. Tofu somehow lives, despite basically being the one initiated on his boom. He's going to get tornadoed. Now blocked up by BZM. He'll get away anyway. Well, at half HP is the Moonlight Shadow, keeping cover. Nice burrow strike on the 2 from Amar. Epicenter to follow. Sunstrike as well, and Ace is dead again. And only Dyrachyo and Boom left. The ensnare keeps the Shadow Fiend in place, and it's looking like the death of him as well. The meatball surprise brings him to his knees. Double kill for BZM, and OG now back in the driver's seat. These illusions, Amar and company try to initiate Taiga.
Oh, he only found the one-man stun.
Ace again getting locked down. Sunstrike to follow again. Pops his BKB finally. There's the Primal Roar now on top of Amar. Still with the BKB, but gonna see Requiem from the sideline. Not quite enough to take out Amar here. But the axe out, he gets out of that as well. Amar, slippery man.
They still have vision on him for Clem.
They do. Finally Clem's back. Double kill for Tofu.
That's a gem.
Heroes. That's true. Gem drops. They're ready for this potential fight here. And Roche has begun. They're gonna hop the drums. They really want to get this quickly, but OG are here. Sunstrike's gonna give him some vision. There's the Burrow Strike Epicenter as well. Into the Ice Path and Macro Pyre. Massive damage being applied. Finally, the BKBs come out. Dyrachyo with a massive Requiem for himself. He's just going for the Roche, but he's gonna get used. BZM takes the Aegis. OG gets the Roche as well. And now they're going to try to turn this around onto Dyrachyo, who has no BKB anymore. Massive fight for OG. And the Ice Path clips Ace, who has to BKB TP. He'll be fine, but OG winning this fight and getting the Roshan.
Sunstrike was so key there. They really needed that Sunstrike vision.
Look at that damage. Celery dying in his own base.
This is going really fast all of a sudden.
Yep, tier 3 is down.
You gotta rally the troops here, straight down mid.
I would have been screaming, something like that. But we're gonna see a smoke from both sides. They're gonna collide immediately. The Burrow Strike onto 2. Undying deleted. Ace and Boom able to get off their BKBs though in match for the entirety of Gaimin Gladiators. In fact, now they might have to back off as Ace able to get the correct Naga Siren with the roar. But this is all in a defensive measure.
Dyrachyo
on the run. Dyrachyo trying to Satanic back up to a healthy amount. It's good amount of damage, but Ace is dead, and now the Ice Path connects. And this is looking very, very bad for Gaimin as they lose their Shadow Fiend as well. And the song just to cancel any potential TPs. Tofu spills 3 for 1. OG pressuring the bottom tower as well with Yuragi and all his illusions. Tier 3 top falls. As Boom still trying to defend. Tornado comes out. The BZM still, like you said, that Aegis still in tow here. Now he's going to jump in. Gets off the Cold Snap and the Ice Wall, just buying some time. And finally, the Aegis gets expended as Yuragi is going to be taking out the bottom racks in the meantime. But Static Storm, Ghost Ship is coming, and the Roar on top of it, and they do get BZM.
Wait.
A lot of damage being applied to all these buildings, but no racks quite yet. Song in retreat. And still the melee racks alive. Oh, the leap out. No connection quite yet, but the glimpse finally comes in. Able to get the vision at the last moment as Taiga gets dropped. But OG not afraid. They want to continue on. Amar able to get the 1 with the Burrow Strike. Requiem kind of the zoning. Oh, they pop the BKBs to try to get away from the song. Kind of an awkward engagement overall.
Running from who
I don't
right
know,
now?
but the Ice Path connects onto 2. Tornado to follow. So both supports controlled right now as Misha trying to outrun this Triceratops and zombies as he gets destroyed by a Hawk, it looked like. Triple Meteor now as BZM just playing with his food. Idea that this is here.
Horde Spirit's really important there, actually, giving him some much needed information.
Amar, the Tombstone comes out, so that cancels the Blink Dagger, but here's the song just to kill Tombstone. See if they can turn this around on top. The Ice Path connects onto Celery. Dyrachyo gets off the Requiem as well, but it doesn't really connect on much. Ace gets the blink up with a nice double burrow from Amar. Inside this kinetic field are 2 members of OG. They find the first support, so 1 for 1 to start. Buybacks galore, though, as Dyrachyo trying to right-click his way out of this, but he is not doing anything, it feels like. The Death Requiem comes out. Ace and the rest of Gaimin on the run. Epicenter. Oh, Amar. All right, blinks to the high ground. on the other side of the ice wall, and it looks like this is going to be the death of Boom at the very least. OG trying to clean up even more as Ace on the high ground, being slowed to a crawl and being brought down again. Tofu trying to stem the bleeding, but I feel like they might just have to give up the Megas and try to fight outside of that, just because they don't have these heroes up for quite a while. Plenty of time for OG to try to finish this right here, right now. The Burrow Strike onto the Disruptor. Does have buyback, though. Cellar's going to be spotted in the trees. Tornado not going to connect. Along with the Sunstrike as well. Looks like he'll make it back into the fountain as the song being used to control them.
That's
Ice Path. Nope, BKB from Dyrachyo, but if you have to use that next to your fountain, that's probably good news for OG. Glimpse back on a Taiga, but the Mega Creeps have come. The zoning is successful. Trying to focus down on a beautiful Burrow Strike from Amar. Ice Path to follow, but Dyrachyo with the Requiem from a good distance here, but they're really just working on the illusions. That's what's taking so long. And again, OG 4 minutes on the Aegis. Now we have the Deafening Blast. The 6 meteors come out, burning them in their own fountain. Epicenter to follow. Gaimin Gladiators will fall as OG will move on. Ace, the last remaining member of Gaimin, but he's going to die inside the fountain as GGs are called. So Gaimin Gladiators, a great year overall, but eliminated here at TI11. And OG will move on.